Hi, everybody. How are we? So glad to have you here today. My name is Shemane Nugent, and I am blessed to be surrounded by so many people from all over the United States. And my good friend April O'Leary is going to be joining us in just a minute. I wanted to tell you about why I'm here and why I hope you're here too, because I believe that some of my life experiences have gotten me to this place, and I have found the fountain of youth, so to speak. I have been teaching group fitness classes since 1980, before many of you were born. And I have been blessed enough to have an abundance of energy and be able to travel all over the United States, sharing my passion for healthy living with others. I stumbled upon Zumba, and I became an international Zumba fitness presenter, and I traveled to Australia, in London, in Paris, and again, all over the United States. And I had struggled with some health issues that resulted from a toxic mold contamination between the walls of our home that was once featured on MTV Cribs. And I was always good. After I recovered, I became my own investigative sleuth, and I had debilitating migraines, and there were times where I felt like an elephant was sitting on my chest, like I couldn't breathe, I couldn't get enough air into my lungs. And my husband got sick, and my son got sick, and the mama bear in me kicked into high gear, and I just became my own investigative sleuth and found this devastating situation that happened to us where we had to demolish our home that was once featured on MTV Cribs. If you ever go back and look at that MTV Cribs segment, because they play it on VH1 from time to time, and I think there are segments on YouTube, it's no more. It's standing no more. In fact, I am sitting now in a 750 square foot home that we built. Not too far, I can look out the window and I can see where our beloved home used to stand. It was 5,000 square feet. We had a guitar-shaped pool, and we lost it all. And what's worse than that, what's worse than losing your home, losing all the contents in it, we lost some of my husband's guitar memorabilia, some of my son's baby pictures, but worse than all that is we lost our health. And when you don't have your health, you can't do anything. There was a time about 15 years ago when I couldn't walk up a flight of stairs if my life depended on it. I had to be in every day, and I found some alternative, or what we now call functional remedies, like infrared sauna, vitamin IV, and oxygen. And all of those things affected me on a cellular level, what I came to find out. In fact, one time when I was sick, I thought for sure I was having a heart attack. My husband rushed me to the hospital, and I could not breathe. Felt like I was being hit by a truck. And I was at the hospital, went into the ER. They did all kinds of, took all kinds of tests and found nothing. And they sent me home and said, "I'm sorry, Mrs. Nugent, but you're not having a heart attack." So what happened that I found out is that the mycotoxins from the mold contamination affected me on a cellular level. The doctors at the ER couldn't see it. Most general practitioners couldn't tell that there was anything wrong with me. In fact, one doctor told me, you teach Zumba, you teach all these things, you eat healthy, maybe you should try eating at McDonald's. I swear to God, that's what he told me. So I struggled with trying to find a cure, and it turned out that what affects you on a cellular level can totally change your life. And now I have found something that has brought me back the health that I had before I got sick, before we lost our home, and even when I was a teenager. In fact, when I was a teenager, I was 20 pounds heavier than I am now. And then when I was in college, I gained that freshman 15 and then some. And yeah, I was a lot heavier than I am now. So I don't ever remember having the kind of health that I have now. I just feel like, you know, like when Tom Cruise was jumping on top of the couch talking about how much he was in love with Katie Holmes, which I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that's awesome to have somebody so in love with you. I feel like doing that right now. So I thank you guys so much for being here, because this is me jumping on top of the couch, shouting out, telling you how excited I am about this program, because I'm going to bring April in here in just a minute, and she's going to talk to you about all the technical stuff, the scientific stuff, and why it affects you on a cellular level. I have researched this. I've been waiting for this for 54 years. I'm 54 years old. And I've tried some other supplement programs, and it just did nothing for me. In fact, I got to the point where I was probably starving myself. I was probably malnourished because I didn't want to eat this, I didn't want to eat that. I was only eating organic stuff. But with this program, with Isogenics, you can get wonderfully plant-based, scientifically backed food delivered right to your door. And I am living proof that it works. I have never had more energy than I have now. In fact, I was at the gym the other day running on the treadmill, and I get up in the morning, I'm so excited. I'm jumping on top of the bed, and Ted's like, just relax. But I can't contain myself. So I go to the gym and I get on the treadmill, and I typically have never liked to run. I would be a walker, and then I would get bored, and then I would try lifting weights, and then I'd get bored, and then I'd try something else. Now I get on the treadmill because nothing else can exhaust me as much as running full out. So I'm on this program on the treadmill where I'm just kind of coasting at maybe like a 10-minute mile, which is, I think, pretty good. And then I kick it up into high gear when I get some good music on, and I'm flat out hauling. I'm running as fast as I can. So the other day I'm at the gym, I'm on the treadmill, and this young guy is on the treadmill next to me, and I could tell he's a runner, and he is serious and hardcore. So he gets all set up, and he puts his headphones in, and he starts jogging. He's going, he's in it, you know, he's in it to win it. And so I get that good song, and I crank it up, and I crank it up, and I am flat out hauling ass. Can I say that? Yeah. I am cranking. And this guy looks over at me. He looks like this. Like, I want what she's having. Like, I can't contain myself, you guys. I have never had more energy. I feel better than I've ever felt, I would say, in my entire life. And here's the good part. Well, there's a couple more good parts. I sleep better than I've ever slept in my entire life. I wake up every morning, and I just want to thank God. Just thank God for this, because when I got sick, this is one of the things that I missed a lot, was I never slept. And one of the reasons why we figured out that there was something wrong with our home that was once featured on MTV Cribs is because we would never sleep at home. We would just lay there, and it literally was like we were being plugged into an electrical unit and just like shaking. Like one time I pulled the covers off the bed, and I'm like, Ted, there is something in the bed. There's like an animal in the bed, something under the sheets. And it wasn't, it was like restless leg syndrome all over our body. And then when we would go to a hotel, we would sleep great. So when you don't have your sleep night after night after night, you know how that feels. You're a wreck, absolute wreck. And so I was a walking zombie for a couple of years until we figured this all out. So now I have found this product that I can sleep, and I just want to get on the couch and start jumping. So that's one good thing. And there's one other good thing. Well, it's kind of a bad thing, but I'll tell you, I have no cravings. Like, I am a chocoholic. I love chocolate. I love chocolate chip cookies. I love chocolate cake. I love ice cream. I love food. This is why I work out. But now I have no desire to snack. None. It just blows my mind. So that's the good part. But the bad part is like, man, I'm like not even interested in chocolate chip cookies anymore, which I think is probably a good thing overall. But so there's so many good things about Isogenics, and I thank you guys so much for joining me here today. I'm going to turn it over to April now, who's going to give you some more information about the scientific stuff behind Isogenics. And if you are interested in losing weight, you want to learn more about healthy aging, and we could go into greater detail, and maybe we'll do another webinar about health, just on healthy aging, because there's a lot that goes to it, and April can talk about that a little bit. You want to lose weight, you want to feel great, you want to sleep better. We've got the products for you. And April, take it away. Tell everybody, tell our friends all about this amazing program.
Awesome. Let's give Shemane a hand. Yay! She's so amazing. And you know, when somebody who is as experienced as Shemane is, I mean, she's already eating healthy and she's already exercising and she was already on her A game, and yet she was able to really reclaim a lot of the energy that she didn't know she didn't have maybe. And especially with the sleep, that is such a big deal, Shemane. When you're not sleeping well, it's like the night just ticks by and you wake up and you feel like you didn't get rest. And, you know, I think a lot of people struggle with that. And we get on this pattern of like, we don't realize how depleted we are in the nutrients in our body, and we don't realize how depleted we are in the sleep that we're lacking and our energy. I mean, I'm a mother of three. I have three girls. Their ages almost 15, 13, and 9. I'm a life and business coach and an author, and Shemane and I met here in Naples, Florida, and just hit it off and become great friends. And I was introduced to this product line about a year ago, and being a busy entrepreneur and a busy mom, I felt like at 2 o'clock every day I was hitting the Starbucks drive-through. I didn't understand why I was feeling so tired, because like Shemane, I was exercising. I was a collegiate athlete, and so I've always sort of had that athletic propensity, I guess you would say, but I just didn't really feel like I was, even if I was sleeping, going to bed at a decent time, I was getting up and feeling like I was just dragging my butt around all day. So just from putting this super food, this super dense nutrition into my body, my mood stabilized, which has been amazing for my husband as well. And I have felt like I have something easy to grab on the go that's not fast food. It's not, you know, it's not junk. It's actually every bite that I take now, I feel like I'm fueling my body with proper nutrition, and high quality protein, and in a low calorie vehicle to deliver that, you know. So the clinical science, you know, the science behind it is really that Isogenics is, they have clinical research studies that were done out of the University of Chicago, and that really compared the results of Isogenics 30-day program side by side with the American Heart Healthy Diet. And they found that the Isogenics 30-day program blew away what we have been taught as far as the heart healthy diet. On average, the average person on that program lost 9 pounds in the 30-day system. And the point is that you can use this system for weight loss, but you can also use this system to build lean muscle. And that's really for someone who's on more of the athletic, you know, propensity, like I'm saying, and you want to really get more defined. You really want your body to be burning and the metabolism to be running at a higher level. You know, there's healthy aging products to help you really make sure that you're getting all of the vitamins that you need. Shemane can talk about the also the sleep system that she has really enjoyed. And it really brings you that they have an amazing sleep spray that you can spray on your pillow and you'll be out like a light. And the energy system, which is great for busy moms. And so all of these come, you know, it's a different way of thinking. And this is sometimes the biggest, I guess, question people have is that how does this work? How does all of this work together? Well, it works together in a way that's been specifically designed with superfood nutrition. Like Shemane is a sleuth when it comes to ingredients. She wanted to read every last ingredient before she was willing to put this in her body. And it's all organic, it's all gluten-free, there's no soy, there's no GMO, and it's something that is easy, that like Shemane said, what's great is it comes straight to your door. you don't even have to go out and get it. You don't have to go to the grocery. So Shemane, do you want to talk a little bit about the sleep and a little bit about your experience with the sleep product?
Yes, I would love to talk about that because as we know, sleep is so important. And like you, April, and like so many moms, sleep is something that can be rare. And when you don't have your sleep, you're dragging along and you could be laying in bed for 8 hours, but you're not getting good sleep. You're not getting adequate sleep. And when I use a sleep spray, I have to use it all the time. So every night I spray a couple of squirts in my mouth, and you hold it in for like a minute, up to a minute, and that's it. It's all natural. And I sleep within 20 minutes, I'm out. And I used to be like a really light sleeper. In fact, I probably shouldn't say this. Don't tell anybody, but my husband kind of snores. Shh. Anyway, it's kind of like Darth Vader. Like, anyway, and so I'm out like a light. I don't hear anything, and I can't tell you how great that feels to wake up and feel like you've had the best sleep of your life every single day.
So we have some really exciting special bonuses that Shemane has specifically put together for you because she really believes that happy and healthy living go hand in hand. Like, to have happiness, you have to really feel great. You have to have the energy. And when you're healthy, you're happier, right? And so this is why she's really going over and beyond. She's not just saying to you, you know, here's some products I like, I want you to buy them. She's put together a webinar for you. We've put together some other really special bonuses that I want Shemane to share. And so let's talk about that and the things that someone could potentially get if they're willing to jump in on our very first, and this is our first of many, pilot groups. So you are going to be the first one in the door if you get to if you're ready to take that leap. So Shemane, tell us about the first tier, the first level that someone can get.
So if you go to isogenics.com, and we have the link available, and if you go to our link and order a product, any product at all. I understand that some people are skeptical. I was, but I guarantee you, in fact, if you don't like the product, you get your money back. It's free. So there's no risk, but you order one thing. And if you order anything at all, oh, I thought I had it. You got to order the greens. I don't know where it is, but it's around here somewhere. You got to order the greens, but then of course you have to have the ionics. And then of course you got to have the shakes, but yeah, you're going to need the cleanse for life. And then there's just so much you can get, you should get. But if you're skeptical and you order one product, anything, it should be the cleanse. But anyway, you'll be welcomed into our private Facebook group. And what we're going to do is it's just going to be us. We're going to talk about our experience together. We're going to encourage and uplift each other. And it'll be, there's a bug here. It'll be an opportunity for us to really get to know each other and have that interaction. I highly encourage you, though, to jump right in. Again, money back guaranteed if you don't like anything. If you want to lose weight, if you came to this webinar because you aren't happy with the way you feel or maybe the way that you look, try out the 30-day plan. And April's going to tell you a little bit about that. If you try out the 30-day plan, you will lose weight. You will feel great. And there's one more thing after that, but April, tell everybody what they get in the 30-day plan.
Okay, so in the 30-day plan, and I'll be very brief with this, there are 2 different ways to go. What Shemane did was she did what's called the President's Pack. In that system, you are going to get everything you need for an entire month, except for what you would have at night with dinner for your family. So if you're gonna have a lean protein and a veggie and a carb, that kind of a thing for dinner, salad, that would be the only thing that you're purchasing for yourself from the grocery store. Everything else comes in that system. If that system price point isn't something that is attainable for you at this point, there's a scaled back system, a smaller system that doesn't have the snacks or the vitamins or the free blender. And that's also something that can get you a 30-day experience. I'm gonna take you really quickly to Shemane's site here so you can see what it looks like. Let's see. So here we are. Can you see that, Shemane?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. So you would go to, and we will provide this link to you in the email that you'll get after this, but it's shemanenugent.isogenics.com. So you have to join through her store so that we can get you into the private Facebook group. Otherwise, we'll have no way of knowing how that you purchased. So you'll go here, you'll go under products, and then you'll see it says weight loss solutions. So let's say you say, you know what, I need to lose 30 pounds. Great, awesome, we have exactly what you need here. You'll see on the top it says 30-day cleansing and fat burning system. That is the smaller pack. So this has everything that you need for 30 days of meal replacements plus cleansing, plus the ionics that Shemane talked about, which you absolutely have to have. You're going to click the green button, sign up and save. You absolutely want to do that because you want the lower price and you want to be in with Shemane, okay? Super simple, nobody pays the blue price. Nobody that I know. If you want the custom one, that just means you want to choose a few extra options yourself and you can add in the $50 voucher. However, to get the whole shebang, and there may be something additional Shemane wants to share with you, you want to go to the Value President's Pack. The Value President's Pack is what Shemane got. It includes everything you need for the entire month, including protein bars, including energy shots, including the chocolates and the vitamins and a free blender and shakes and the Ionic Supreme, which has the natural de-stressors and the Cleanse for Life. You'll sign up and save for that, okay? The two other things that Shemane mentioned, and in all of these categories, in the energy solutions, if you're focused on energy, they have this President's Pack for performance. They also have the President's Pack and the healthy aging. They also have a president. So each of those 4 categories, they have a complete system for you. These targeted solutions are what Shemane was talking about. Here's where you'll find the greens, which you can't live without. Shemane, nope. You can't live without these. And just to get these, just to get in the door, that's just $32. So I mean, pretty simple. That's a pretty simple, easy. It will change your life. The greens will change your life. Absolutely. It is the equivalent of 9 salads to have a scoop of the greens. So I don't think anyone on this webinar here is having 9 salads a day, or a week even for that matter. And then here under the targeted solutions, this is the brain and sleep support that Shemane was also talking about, that you can add into any of those packages or you can buy it solo. So Shemane, let's talk about what you have in mind for someone who's willing to jump on board at the level that you jumped on board and get their President's Pack. What are you thinking would be a good added bonus for those people?
Well, before I tell you that, April, and everybody else, thank you guys so much for sticking in with us. I appreciate it. And there's so many of you from all over the United States. I love it.
So exciting.
I want to tell you, I know, and we're going to do more of these. We'll do more on our Facebook page. We'll do more just for you guys who have questions. We'll specifically answer your questions. There's just so much we can talk about. I just want to share with you, I thought I was eating healthy. I thought I was doing good. I was eating mostly vegetables and all organic, a lot of natural grains, legumes, beans, nuts, and a little bit of protein like venison and fish. And I can't believe the difference it made when I started putting the Ionics in my system in the morning. I take just a scoop of the Ionics, have it in a cup, just like hot water. You know, you're gonna have a glass of water a little bit before you wake up, really wake up anyway. So have that Ionics. It's like nature's antidepressant. And then when I get the greens in my body, I cannot believe the difference I have felt. Total energized all day long and no cravings. So it's a win-win. Now, I know that the President's Pack is a little bit pricey. And if you don't like any of the products, you can send it all back. It's all free. But I promise you will. If you go out with us and purchase that President's Pack, I know it's pricey, so I want to give you something. I want to give you a personal gift that people have been asking me for on my Facebook page. So I'm going to give you an autographed copy of my book, 4 Minutes a Day, Rock and Roll Your Way to Happy. Once you start feeling good, this can be used as a journal to go that extra step, to live the life of your dreams. If there's been something in the back of your mind where you think, wow, I should have been an artist, I should have been a rock star, but you don't actually pick up the guitar and play, this book is going to help you. And it can also help you with other things, because being happy, there's sometimes in our lives when there's something in all of our lives that brings us to our knees. And I teach you how to deal with those things here. So I want to give you that as a personal gift for trusting me. And also I got Ted to, he's going to throw in some autographed photos and some stickers and things like that. And plus, again, on Facebook, our group is going to be like a communication for us. So if you have any questions, we'll be doing these webinars often, and I'll be on every day answering your questions too, and so will April. And Danielle, who couldn't join us today. Danielle's just like the Energizer Bunny. You're gonna love her.
That's the truth. And you know, I know Shemane said, you know, it's a price point that seems a little bit steep. However, I want to also say that if you really get serious about how much you're spending on food, many of us eat out a lot for convenience sake. You know I do, and I'm hitting, you know, restaurants. My husband and I just went out to lunch today, and we went out to dinner this evening. And you know, that's going to cost more than $20 a day. And that's the equivalent of what Shemane is talking about when she talks about the pricey, you know, the bigger pack that she bought. It's the first month. It's really investing in yourself for that first month. It's not a monthly commitment that you're committing to again and again. It's just saying, for these 30 days, I want to jump in. I want to get my feet totally wet. I'm worth doing it. And you know what, frankly, I'm spending that anyways out there at places that aren't really nourishing my body. So I would say, you know, in all fairness to what we currently spend, maybe we don't spend it in one fell swoop at the grocery store, but we're going there every single week, multiple times a week. And the restaurants.
We've all set aside a budget for eating. We're all gonna eat. We just spent, Ted and I went through Starbucks drive-through, and it was $10. And we don't do that every day, but $10 is $10. You could get really good, nutritious food for that will change your life. The cost of not getting this program, here's the cost, and I will tell you. You feel like crap. You wake up and you feel like you haven't slept. You don't have energy to play with your kids and your dogs or your grandkids. You don't have energy to work out. Who wants to work out when they've worked all day and they're tired and all they want to do is go home and relax? I did a survey, and I found out that getting motivated is the number one thing that people want to work out. When you put these healthy products in your body, the sooner you get them in your body, there's no stopping you. You don't need any motivation. You're going to be out the door. You're going to be exercising and working out. And then guess what? If you bring a couple of friends, you're going to do it more often, because that's how I met April and Danielle, who couldn't be here with us. Danielle came up to me in a Starbucks, and she said, hey, I heard your speech. And I gave a speech in Naples a couple of years ago, and she was there. And it's funny how things work out, but I was at the point where Danielle said, I'm going to go do kickboxing. You want to come? And I thought, sure, why not? I mean, I'm at the point now where I want to try anything. I love to do different things. I love to live life. Life is meant to be worth living. And if you are at the point where you're not happy, either you're not healthy or you're just not happy, you need to put good nutrition into your body to get those feel-good enzymes running throughout your body, and you will want to have that You will want to go to the gym. You will be motivated to exercise and work out.
For sure. And so there's this Facebook group that Shemane's talking about is called Shemane's Ambassadors. So Shemane is a healthy lifestyle ambassador because she really believes that healthy living is what it takes to accomplish your dreams and goals. We all have dreams and goals and things that we want to accomplish or that we know that God has given us, like a mission in life. You probably have that mission that you know you were put here on earth for. And having that really good health and the nutrition sort of in your corner, you can accomplish anything. But inside of this private Facebook group, Shemane's going to be sharing every day tips and exercise and motivation, and we're going to be posting things. We're going to be, we'll be troubleshooting things together. You can share your results and you can post your pictures, and we're going to all be cheering each other on. So this is, if there's ever a time when it's like a seize the day moment, Shemane is asking you now to seize the day, to do this with her, and to just go for it, right? That's sometimes what you have to do. You just have to go for it.
Yeah, and you know what? The one last thing I want to share with you before I wrap up is I don't have to be here. In fact, I could be at a rock and roll concert right now. I know this guy who plays a guitar, and he's on the stage. And I just feel so compelled to share this with you because I know what it's like to lose your health. I know what it's like not to have enough energy. And I don't even want to, I'm going to start crying if I start talking about it too much, but I know what you're feeling if you don't have your health. This can change your life. So April, start talking so I won't cry.
I want to give you a hug and say it's okay. This is the thing. We're on a mission to really impact world health. And this is a vehicle to do it. This is something everyone can do and everyone should do because it's easy, it's affordable. If you get a few buddies, we'll even help you get some money back, and it's so easy to do. So we're gonna help you, and here's how I'd like to do this. Shemane and I were talking about how are we gonna track this, because for the first 50 people who buy a President's Pack, I would love for you to, once you get your receipt from Isagenix, and there's going to be a link on the email that you get after this webinar so that you know where to purchase it, I want you to reply to Shemane's email. It's shemanehealthyhappy@gmail.com. So with that Isagenix, automated email you're going to get says, welcome to Isagenix, whatever. You're going to hit reply, you're going to hit forward, you're going to forward it to shemanehealthyhappy@gmail.com, and then we're going to help you get into Shemane's Facebook group. In addition, please put your address, your mailing address, where you would like the book sent to you. Does that sound easy, Shemane? We can do that, right?
Yep. For everybody who's getting the President's Pack, you will get one of these fancy books, 4 Minutes a Day, Rock and Roll Your Way to Happy, and you'll have everything you need with the Isagenix products, the greens, ionics, the shakes, and the chocolate bars. Anyways, and all the information in here about how to live the life of your dreams. And you'll be rocking, you guys. I cannot wait to connect with you on Facebook, on our own private group. And I cannot wait for you to tell your friends about it. That's what I'm doing. I'm telling my friends about it. You will too. So you can still share this webinar. If, say you had a friend that wanted to watch it, April, can they watch this later?
Yes. So you can watch this later, and this special runs until Sunday, August 7th, right? It's the 7th.
Somebody's watching this like on a replay from a month from now. No, Sunday, August 7th. You have until Sunday, August 7th, because I have limited supplies. I'm buying these books. I published this myself. I paid to have it published because I so believe in it. I so believe in the Isagenix program, which is why I'm here. So this is a limited time offer. You have until Sunday, August 7th to take advantage of this. If you ever question if there's more, if you could lose weight, if you could feel better, if you could sleep better, if you could have no cravings, if you could have an abundance of energy, get the President's Pack. I promise you won't be disappointed. And then I'll send you my book.
And we are so excited that you're here. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you, Shemane. You're such a blessing. And for any of you that got the webinar reply, please make sure that you can hit reply at any time. Shemane, healthyhappy@gmail.com. Good night. Thank you, everyone.